A man bought a $20 plane ticket, hijacked the plane, then jumped out of the mid-flight and vanished forever. Nobody knows who he was. Nobody knows where he went. Nobody knows if he survived. On November 24th, 1971, the day before Thanksgiving, a man in his mid-40s wearing a dark suit, tie, and sunglasses walked up to the Northwest Orient Airlines counter at Portland International Airport. He gave his name as Dan Cooper. He bought a one-way ticket to Seattle. It cost just $20, and with nothing but a briefcase and a cigarette in his hand, he boarded Flight 305. As the Boeing 727 took off into the cloudy northwest skies, Cooper ordered a bourbon and soda, and about 30 minutes later, he handed the stewardess a note. She didn't read it at first, assuming it was his phone number, but then he leaned toward her and whispered, "Miss, you'd better read that note. I have a bomb." The note demanded $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. If they didn't cooperate, he said he would blow up the plane. Calmly, politely. He opened his briefcase and showed her wires, red sticks, and a battery. The captain notified air traffic control. The FBI and airline quickly gathered the money and parachutes in Seattle. Meanwhile, Cooper smoked cigarettes, ordered another bourbon, and waited. When the plane landed in Seattle, passengers were let off. Cooper was calm, even reassuring. Passengers didn't even realize they were being hijacked. On the ground, he received his ransom money, bundles of $20 bills, and the parachutes. Then he ordered the crew to take off again and head south toward Mexico City. He told the pilots to keep the altitude low, just 10,000 feet, and to slow the plane as much as possible. As the plane passed over the dense forests of Washington, something happened that no one on board saw. Cooper opened the rear staircase of the Boeing 727 and jumped into the freezing wind, into darkness, into history. When the plane landed, FBI agents stormed it, but Cooper was gone. All he left behind was his black tie and a few cigarette butts. Despite a massive search of the wilderness below, no trace of Cooper was found. Was he an expert paratrooper? Did he die in the fall? Or did he simply walk away with today's equivalent of over $1 million and disappear forever? In 1980, a young boy digging in the sand by the Columbia River found several bundles of the ransom money, still wrapped in rubber bands, partially decayed. It was confirmed to be Cooper's cash, but no body, no parachute, nothing else was ever found. To this day, the FBI has never officially closed the case. The man known to history as D.B. Cooper remains unidentified. His daring jump remains the only unsolved skyjacking in American history. Who was he? A master criminal? An ordinary man with nothing left to lose? And most importantly, did he survive? What do you think? Tell me your theory in the comments.